There's another person out there that's been on Love and Hip Hop, but he's from the group Pretty Ricky. His name is Baby Blue. Now, the reason why we're talking about Baby Blue today is because he's another celebrity that's been caught up with the government with this Paycheck Protection Program. Now, what is the Paycheck Protection Program? Around March, the government had created a Paycheck Protection Program. So, like, if you had a business and you had some employees, so you don't have to lay everybody off because, you know, the economy went to hell with the coronavirus, right? With them shutting down the economy and everything. So let's say if your payroll a month was $20,000, you know, for your 8 employees that you're paying them $2,500 a month, the government's going to give you money to pay them so they won't lose their jobs working with you. That was like the purpose of it. Not a bad purpose, but unfortunately people start doing other things with it, including Baby Blue here. Now, the government didn't give you that money for you to go buy a Rolls Royce, like the last brother we covered, Rolls Royce, or to pay your child support, or to take these big lavish vacations, right? They didn't give you the money for that. And why do you think when you take millions of dollars from the government, which Baby Blue ended up getting $24 million from the government, you think they wasn't going to watch you? Like how? Okay. So what ended up happening is, you know, his name is Diamond Blue Smith, 36 years old. You know, he was a member of Pretty Ricky. He was arrested Monday along with a 28-year-old Tonye C. Johnson of Pennsylvania for their roles in a $24 million COVID-19 relief fraud scheme. Now, Smith and Johnson both face charge of wire fraud, bank fraud, and conspiracy to commit wire fraud and bank fraud. All those are federal charges, all of them. They say the government alleges Smith, as known as Baby Blue, obtained money for a Ferrari by falsifying documents to get a Paycheck Protection Program loan worth $427,000. Now, if you look at that Paycheck Protection Program, they have this one box that you got to check saying that if you falsify documents, you know, they will come after you, you know, with bank fraud or whatever. So he got a loan of $427,000 for a Ferrari. There was a dude here in Houston, same thing. He got, I think, $1 million from Paycheck Protection Program, a brother, and he went and bought a Lambo. And what ended up happening to him? The same thing. How do you think that Paycheck Protection Program money is for you to go buy a Ferrari or a Lambo? That's not a business expense. You're not going to buy like get a $10,000 vehicle or $20,000 vehicle to go do deliveries for your company. You're going to get a Ferrari or a Lambo, really? You can't even explain that one. You can't. They said then he allegedly did the same for another loan worth $1 million. They said the FBI investigation revealed that he was allegedly part of a broader scheme convincing others to file for the funds while taking kickbacks. So he help other people get Paycheck Protection Program loans for a small fee, getting kickbacks once they get the loan. There are at least 11 other defendants in that particular case, okay? And that was put out by the Justice Department. The Justice Department put it out big as day on Twitter, saying Florida recording artist Pennsylvania man charged in a role of $24 million COVID relief fraud scheme. Man, these people not playing with y'all. You know, I don't know, like, why would you think the government is going to give you money to go buy a Ferrari or a Lambo? Like why? I don't understand that. That's like this go over most people's head with common sense. I mean, you get something from the government, you better do what you're supposed to do with it because they're going to check you out if you're doing it or not. Now, these big corporations was getting that money when they weren't supposed to. Now, what the big corporations done, because they got all the lawyers with them, they told them, hey, you better get that money back. And that's what they hurry up. You saw them big corporations hurry up giving that money back to the government because they probably got wind of all the throat cutting that was about to start happening, right? But, you know, I know people who got that Paycheck Protection Program money and they done the right thing with it and no problem. Yes, a part of it is forgiving as well. That's why a lot of people want to get it. So, I can get this loan and I don't have to pay it back. But you got to do the right thing with it. That's all it is to it. You know, last brother I covered when paid his child support. I think he paid $40,000 in child support. Some people may say, well, at least he did that. But that's not the government's responsibility to pay his child support. He made that baby. Pay your child support, bro. Y'all got to stop getting caught up like this, man. Like, like I said, if you're not going to do the right thing, you know, with that kind of Paycheck Protection Program money, and then I heard that in the next stimulus bill, they putting it back in there where people can get more money. Look, if you're not going to do what's right with it, bro, leave that mess alone. Leave it alone. You want a Ferrari? Go work for it and get it. Matter of fact, a Ferrari, you don't even have to buy a brand new. That was a brand new Ferrari this dude went got, right? Go buy one used. I mean, I see Ferraris right here in Houston for sale, and you can get, you want to pay payments or whatever. That's your business. I don't have no need for no Ferrari, even if I had the money to go buy it right now. Like, that's dumb. The worst investment you can make is in a car because it loses value the moment you drive off of the lot. That's why I believe in you should just go ahead and lease your vehicles unless you just want to outright buy it cash. If you're not going to outright buy it cash, just lease it and give it back to them. But leave me a comment. Let me know anything about the situation, with this dude here, Baby Blue. He all caught up. Just with that paycheck protection program. I don't know why. Once again, I don't know why you guys thinking these people not gonna pay attention to you. And you sitting up here buying luxury cars. The banks are actually the one doing the snitching on y'all. I hope y'all know that.